God, who would have thought that CZ was going to drop something big this year? I just remembered that in the same months last year, CZ introduced to us the compact version of its venerable CZ Shadow 2. The thing became an instant hit, because those who don't want a competition gun can use it as a practical EDC. Fast forward to today, and CZ has just launched another spawn of the Shadow 2 series, but this time, it is more beefy and more accurate. What's up, everyone? This is your boy Ted from Line 45, and today, I'm going to give you my review of the Shadow 2 target pistol and the things that it can do, plus its basic specs that you need to know about. Spoiler alert, this is a fantastic pistol, one that you seriously need to try on the range. But first, let me do this quick plug. Hit the like and subscribe button. You can see all those buttons below this video. I know it feels like a hassle, but those simple clicks mean a lot for my channel. Now let's get back to the good stuff. Now what we have here is the CZ Shadow 2 target, and it's the latest iteration of the Shadow 2 pistol, which is a darling in the IPSC scene. The Shadow 2 target, essentially, is still built for competition and target shooting. Specifically, CZ was designed as a bullseye pistol, and yeah, I am quite aware that some of you might not know what a bullseye is. After all, the bullseye shooting is no longer that prevalent here in the US, but in Europe, it is still a scene. To give you a short rundown, a bullseye competition, also known as precision pistol shooting, is a marksmanship contest where competitors have to get the highest possible score by shooting at stationary targets with precision. The distances vary, but it's usually 25 and 50 yards. The contest is quite rigid since you really need to fire in slow, timed, and rapid-fire sequences using only one hand. Scores are assessed using your accuracy under different time constraints. There are several guns that qualify for bullseye, as long as they are insanely accurate. Among the popular choices of shooters are the Colt Gold Cup, Sig Sauer P210, and the Model 41 Smith & Wesson. And optics, such as red dot sights, aren't banned here. With the arrival of the CZ Shadow 2 target, I'm quite sure that it can flip not only the bullseye scene, but also other shooting competitions that it qualifies. From its design alone, it's quite obvious that the target pistol is designed to pinpoint precision. This means that you should not only think of this gun exclusively in the context of competition. You can also get this gun if, say, you want to have a reliable and accurate gun for personal and home defense, and even recreational shooting. The Shadow 2 target is chambered in 9mm and features a single-action mechanism, which offers a lighter and crisper trigger pull compared to double-action mechanisms. It has a straight trigger shoe, which is a must-have for precision target shooting. It has a consistent pull weight, and one you can actually adjust to fit your specific requirements. The travel and reset are almost negligible. They are very short, which is about 3 to 4mm, as far as my estimates are concerned. You can even adjust its over-travel and take-up, which is such a treat, as I know a lot of shooters got into the CZ Shadow 2 pistols because of these quality adjustments. And speaking of, these adjustments aren't that difficult to make. There are 3 set screws that let you configure how its trigger works. This trigger design allows the Shadow 2 target to offer quicker and more controlled follow-up shots. In terms of speed and precision, it's almost peerless, given that I still consider it a semi-custom gun and not an overly expensive, fully custom competition pistol. Now, I already said that CZ made the target as a bullseye pistol, so this means that lasers or lights aren't required. Of course, it follows that this pistol no longer has a Picatinny rail or a dust cover. Instead, what it offers is a mounting interface. This mounting interface, which is below the front of the gun's frame, lets you attach a frame weight. In terms of external controls, I can't really say anything about the Shadow 2 target. Basically, they have been streamlined so that they can be ergonomically suitable for competitions and fast-paced shooting. I personally love its low-profile mag release and a redesigned slide stop that provides reliable engagement and disengagement, ensuring consistent operation even during intense use. The slide profile of the Shadow 2 target is distinctly different from the other Shadow pistols. The cocking serrations on the front and rear, for instance, have been strictly modified so that they can become deeper and longer. With this design, the target pistol has a more enhanced grip and leverage. I swear to the heavens that these serrations allow for easier slide manipulation under various conditions, including wet or gloved hands. They also help a lot in press checks and in extremely rare cases, clearing malfunctions. But let me tell you this. I shot 500 rounds of different 9mm ammo on the target, and I didn't experience reliability issues with it. Meanwhile, the LPA rear sight of the Shadow 2 target is adjustable for both windage and elevation. Since this gun is long, you can really take advantage of the bigger sight radius it offers. Also, you are free to choose the thickness of the target sights. There are two options, which are either a 3mm or a 3.5mm. I really prefer a 3mm target sight, though the default target sights installed in the slide are the thicker ones. This is great since even in the illumination between the front and rear sight, users still have a degree of control. Now, before I proceed, I have to tell you that this thing comes in two formats. One is a 5-inch barreled model, and the other comes with a 6-inch barrel. The 6-inch version has an overall length of 9.8 inches, while the shorter one is actually not short. It stretches up to 8.5 inches. These are full-size pistols and are quite hefty, to be honest. They average at around 44 pounds, so in terms of eating recoil, both models of the target pistols get a passing grade. Notably, both these cold, hammer-forged match-grade barrels are not outsourced. They are built directly from the CZ factory. They have crowns that protect their muzzles for enhanced longevity. At the same time, the fitment of its assembly is impeccable. I can almost taste its tight tolerances, and that plays a huge role in why the Shadow 2 target can obliterate competition with its accuracy. The Shadow 2 target has an oversized undercut on its trigger guard. It's not a new or groundbreaking design, but it's really effective in giving a higher grip. It lets you position your hands as close to the bore axis as possible. Aside from having a comfortable shooting stance, this setup is great for minimizing the felt recoil. Some people aren't too keen on using manual safety, but I don't think that it will piss you off if the Shadow 2 target has this particular feature. It's ambidextrous, so both left and right-handed operators can engage it efficiently. And oh, you can also find a safety notch on its hammer. It's very functional in catching the hammer in an intermediate position if it slips from the cocked position or is struck. In short, this pistol is quite impervious to accidental discharges. And did I say that this gun is quite a head-turner? I simply love its stark black colorway, which is perfectly complemented by those red accents. From its looks alone, nobody would mistake that this gun is cheap or made without thinking. Plus, it's easy to gravitate towards its G10 grip panels. These panels have complex yet intentional texturing, with most of the text being concentrated on the rear and front of the grip. The texture of the grip is aggressive but not too abrasive either. It's just enough to secure a no-slip hold. I know that it's not for everyone's taste, but I am quite fond of this design. After all, I want to shoot guns that don't kick like a mule. So, with added weights, the muzzle flip of the target gun is effectively tamed. That helps a lot in ensuring that this competition handgun shoots fast without losing its accuracy. Finally, the pistol ships with Shadow 2 pattern mags. Its standard capacity is 17 rounds, which is already a lot. Its asking price is about $2,600 or so, depending on where you buy it. But heck, this all-new Shadow 2 is worth your every penny. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Just press all the buttons. Those little clicks are free, but they help the channel a lot. Stay sharp, stay safe, and remember, it's not just about the shot, it's about mastering the craft. Until next time, lock and load.